All right. Hey, everybody. How you doing? Hope you're having a good day, good night, good evening, whatever time it is for you. We got a state of play today. Going to be pretty interesting to see what happens because I don't pay super close attention to everything happening with PlayStation since I don't own a PlayStation 5 at the moment. I plan to have one here in the next couple of months for myself, but right now I do not have one, so I don't pay very close attention to everything happening at Sony. I know Horizon Forbidden West came out, looks really, really good, but beyond that, I don't actually know everything. So we're going to find out together what's happening with Sony. It's going to be 20 minutes long. So I don't, in terms of state of plays, we've covered them before. That's a pretty decent length. But yeah, let me, I'm trying to get the state of play Sony stream up here on my end so I can show it to you guys, of course. We don't want, I don't want to go with the subtitled version. Here we go. That's the one we want right there. Yeah, 15 minutes and 44 seconds it says until it begins. So that should be just fine. All right, let me hide the chat there. All right, so how you guys doing? So what's up, Mac Ambrose? Loki Ravenstorm is here as well, one of our members. Welcome. Corey Bohm is here, one of our moderators and members as well. Rick Rubicon. My kids are running around upstairs. I'm sorry if you guys hear some pounding. Daniel Bordon. Vanata712 is here as well. Justin Aquatoad McGowan is here. Let me see. J-Lo is here, one of our moderators and members. Mr. Lathango. Itchy Donley. Is my camera following me? Yeah, cool. Because I'm going to have to go over there and grab my headphones. Because I'm going to grab my headphones actually right now because I want to listen to the state of play and I don't want it reblasting through the mic. So here we go. Let me grab my headphones. Oh, headphones. Got them. We got them. The headphones are here. Don't worry. Nobody panic. We grab them. We plug them in here before the state of play turns on and blows your eardrums out. All right. Got it. We're good. Everything's good. All right. Let me keep going on saying hi to everyone. We got Yvonne Francois here. One of our members is here in the noise room. Welcome. Super Star Wars Fan 67 is here. Mojo Horizon. Donna Savoy, one of our members, is here. Welcome. Goofball Gamer. Vicarious is here. Solomon Caesar is here. We got Prinix J. Goofball Gamer. Sea-Dog 457. Aquaman77. No, I do not play Destiny 2. I'm sorry. I'm actually going to be playing Elden Ring, I think, here in the next month. I'm waiting for the PC patch that actually makes ultra-wide not have problems. Love the hoodie. Yeah, dude. Bucks, baby. Fear the deer. This is a new hoodie. We got Super Star Wars Fan 67. Daniel Kaz here as well. All right. He said, yeah, I don't... Yeah, guys, I saw Wood basically poking fun at me on Twitter. I saw it, all right? Don't worry about it. I'm not here for any of that crap. So, let's move on, baby. So today we have State of Play. I'm pretty excited about that. I'm also been okay. So my plan today, I was going to spend like 4 hours playing Triangle Strategy. Hasn't been able to happen. Obviously, we got a video out, and I hate saying this, but I went back to Streamlabs OBS, or as they call it now, Streamlabs Desktop is the official name of the program now. I went back to it because I'm having too many issues with Stream Elements at the moment. If I can sort out those issues, it's fine. But because I went back to this, none of my stuff on my Stream Deck works right now. Had to reset up things. But hey, we're still gonna have fun. You guys don't need to worry about that. We're gonna have a fun stream either way. Some JRPGs are coming. I think so. There were some Square Enix rumors out there. Oh, good. They have their thing up. Is there audio coming from it? Or leave the headphones on from this point forward, so I know when the audio begins. Just so people can see, this is what the setup's gonna look like. Pretty cool, right? But yeah. Hold on for a second. Being a dad. Being a dad. It's wonderful and stressful and everything in between. All right. We have our member goal up here. We are 7 members away from our next members only giveaway. We still have the general console giveaway happening. Also, why is it so grainy behind me? I don't know. I don't know what the webcam's doing. I don't know why it's so grainy. It's usually not that grainy. Maybe it's because I don't have the lights on. Let me turn the studio lights on for a second here, or my streaming lights. Ugh! Streaming lights! Where's the button? Hey, button. Hey, button. Oh my gosh, where is the button? I thought it was right there. Oh, it's right there. There it is. Whoa! Whoa now, let's calm down. Maybe we could just suffice with one. We'll just turn on one light for now. That did seem to get rid of some of the graininess. It must have just been because the room is too dark. It happens. Sometimes the room is too dark. All right. PlayStation has started the live stream. Yes, I am aware. It's on the countdown timer. 12 minutes, 8 seconds, 7, 6, 5, etc. Hey, I got a notification from Amazon today. Breath of the Wild movie. There is no movie I'm aware of. That's interesting. Why would you get a notification about a Breath of the Wild movie? I don't really... I don't see any news about that, so unless I'm missing something. You're here, Mojo Horizon. How's it going, buddy? Are you guys excited, man? State of play, baby. We got, what, 10 minutes or so? See, bam. 11 minutes and 32 seconds to go. Obviously, we'll have to adjust the volume of it a little bit. I guess we'll just stay on this, so, in case they, for some reason, start early. I doubt they're starting early, but... you want to see more of the KOTOR remake? I could dig that. I could dig more of the KOTOR remake. Why not? Why not? Let's see here. Smash the like button. Yeah, guys. Why not? Some people always think it's funny when I cover these, and we're a Nintendo channel. I care about all of gaming. I game on everything except the PlayStation 5 at the moment, but that will be changing. How is Triangle Strategy? On the fence, as the demo was hours of talking. I can't speak to it because my plan was to play it today. We will be talking about it on the podcast tonight, so I do plan to get some time in with it tonight. But I didn't get the time in with it I wanted today because I had to set things up. I do have some stuff set up already for the podcast. I figured out how the audio is going to work now so we can actually hear the guest and you guys will hear the guest and everything all works out for that. So that was a big adjustment we had to make on our end. But now that the audio is working, the hard part's done. Setting up the rest of the podcast on back here on Streamlabs won't actually be that difficult. Just got to import our layout and set the chat back up. Pretty simple. It was pretty simple to set this one up. So, that's weird. What's weird? What's weird? Let's see here. I want Mario Kart 64. Mario Kart 64. What do we want? In the state of play, that's not going to happen. Juan Manuel Garcia. I'm assuming that was a joke comment. We're not going to get Nintendo games on PlayStation. I can tell you that's not going to happen today. What are we going to get on this? I have no idea. Let's look at what is Sony's upcoming slate of games. Upcoming PS5 games. Final Fantasy 16. I think that's obviously something that a lot of people would like to see. Okay, PS5 exclusive. There could be third-party games in this, of course, that aren't exclusives. But let's look at upcoming PS5 exclusives here. Top 10 upcoming PS5 games not coming to Xbox. I guess that would count. Forspoken. Could see some more of Forspoken. That looked really good last time. Obviously, God of War Ragnarok. Let's see here. We already have GT7 out. Ghostwire Tokyo. Let's see here. Wolverine, which, we haven't really seen that much of. I don't think we're going to see any Wolverine today. Just like I don't think we'll see any of the Spider-Man 2 game. Stray, which is supposed to be an early 2022 game. Final Fantasy 16, of course. Babylon's Fall kind of fell on its face. So yeah, I don't think we're going to see any of the KOTOR remake either. Like, KOTOR remake's not scheduled until 2023. I don't think it makes sense to do it now. This is kind of like their early year Nintendo Direct, in my opinion. We're going to hear a lot about games coming in the next handful of months. So whatever's going to come in the next handful of months, which includes Forspoken, that's going to end up, getting probably a majority of this this thing, the state of play, this PlayStation version of a Nintendo Direct. Like, I presume we're getting basically, March, April, May, and June. A little 4-month period where they're going to talk about stuff. So, thought this was mostly Japanese studio games today. That's what I saw that reported at a few places. I haven't seen it on the official PlayStation accounts, but it's very well, it could be mostly Japanese related, which is totally fine. That obviously gives hope for Final Fantasy 16. Because we don't even know when that's coming out. And give hope for updates on Final Fantasy 7. It can give hope for... who makes Forspoken? Is that a Japanese studio? Forspoken. Forspoken Square Enix. So yeah, Forspoken could definitely be something talked about. Yeah, that would make a lot of sense, because that's a Japanese studio. So, it was delayed, officially delayed. Forspoken delay. Let's see here. And I got delayed 2 days ago to October. Damn. Well, then maybe we won't see Forspoken today. I mean, we still could. That sucks. I know that game was coming out pretty soon, man. Well, we'll have to wait and see what happens. We'll see what gets talked about in this state of play. We don't have to wait too much longer. Only 6 minutes, everybody! Yeah, baby. Whoa. But yeah, dude, Forspoken does look good. Every time I've seen it, I'm like, you know what? That game's looking hot fire, man. Hogwarts Legacy? Yeah, maybe. I mean, I don't think anything's off the table. Even if it is like mostly Japanese games, that's mostly, not exclusively so. So, but again, that's just some reports I saw that said that. It doesn't mean that's what this will be. Let's see here. 20 minutes, I don't think we're going to see much. Well, one thing I can say, Mr. Ron Mexico, about Sony's State of Plays is they're a lot more concise than Nintendo Directs. They're really like game. They don't like have any, oh, hey, you know what's going to be jumping onto the platform next? And like wasting, 10 seconds with those little catchphrases Nintendo throws out there. They literally just go game, get game, get game, get game, get game. It's like back-to-back trailers. They just keep spitfiring them out. So you could say we're not going to see much, but there's also a potential we could end up seeing 10, 12 games today. Easily. So that's quite a bit packed in. And that doesn't include if they have any sizzle reels that can end up having 10 games in 1 minute. So, yeah. Obviously, there could just be here's 3 games and then we're going to spend 10 minutes on one really big game. That could be the way they go with this too. Yeah. But Sony's pretty concise with their shows. Persona 4 Golden for PS4 and Switch needs to happen, as well as Persona 5 Royal for Switch and PC, and Persona 3 FES with female protagonists added for Switch, PS4, and PC. I don't know a whole lot about the Persona franchise, but sure. Anything to get Persona and games in front of more people. Life is like a box of chocolates, and most of them are effing disgusting. Yeah, I try not to swear too much during my day streams. And there will be no drinks. So if there's any super chats, sorry, no, there'll be no shots. I don't drink during the day. But if you guys, I don't know, I'll break the seal. Let's break the seal, baby. Persona 6. Oh, I mean, yeah. The thing is, what's always exciting is obviously the games we don't know about, That's always exciting too. The games we don't actually know about. There's rumors about Sly Cooper as well. says Daniel Kaz. See, this is what's great about Sony is because I don't have a PlayStation 5 right now. I've like intentionally been skipping over all the news articles about Sony games. So I'm kind of going into the state of play pretty blind, besides stuff they've already shown in prior state of plays, you know? Joshua Mustola, how's it going, buddy? You having a good day? Having a good time? Hope you're having a good time. Loki Ravenstorm. All right. They should re-release PS1 classic games on PS4 and PS5, like they did on PSP, PS Vita. Every game is getting delayed, and people still believe God of War. That's what you mean. Sorry, I don't know why I went to instantly to Gears of War. Gears of War is Xbox. It's still going to come out this year. I mean, we'll see. Sony games do tend to take a long time. They're very well produced. Like I kind of feel bad for Horizon Forbidden West because Horizon Forbidden West is an amazing game. It's like, yeah, obviously it's a visual feast and looks really good, but just in general, for setting aside the visuals, it's a really good game. And to come out and then instantly be overshadowed because Elden Ring is just a tier above it, man, that has to suck for like the Horizon devs. And I know, believe me, I saw the drama where some Horizon dev and some other people were like trying to trash talk Elden Ring for not being as visually pleasing or having bad UI elements. I saw all that drama. I thought that was kind of obviously some pettiness because they spent all this time making Horizon Forbidden West, and all of a sudden Elden Ring comes out and it's like, yeah, people kind of sort of stop caring so much. But that doesn't take anything away from Horizon Forbidden West. And I wonder if they felt that way back in the day when Horizon came out and then Breath of the Wild kind of stole its thunder and became Game of the Year. I wonder if they felt sourness back then too, and they were kind of hoping this year, oh man, maybe Breath of the Wild 2 won't make it out this year, or we're releasing it at the beginning of the year, that's at the end of the year, so they can't steal our thunder. Oh crap, Elden Ring. We totally forgot about Elden Ring. Oh shit. Because right now, Elden Ring set the bar. So now we got to see if anything can top it this year. Again, I haven't played Elden Ring yet, so I'm waiting on that one. Hopefully we'll play it on PC here. Not too long. We got 18 seconds. I'm going to adjust the volume here. I'm going to take them down. You guys let me know what's a good volume mix. I'm going to go right there and see how that looks. Yeah, I'm going to play Elden Ring. I have this ultra wide monitor I want to play it on, but again, the PC has issues. And they updated last week. It still has issues. Here we go, baby. Here we go. Show me some games. Is there no volume? Oh, I muted it.
Hello, viewers. I am Ivy the android. I'd like to share today's dinosaur forecast. A dinosaur outbreak will soon occur. Residents in the affected area have been evacuated, and a team of exo-fighters has been
What is this?
dispatched. A vortex warning has been issued. Please remain indoors.
All right, that is a flood of dinosaurs. Capcom. Well, what is this?
I make a sensitive situation.
You've been living fighting the chief directors for 2 years.
All I wanted was to be IBS's top pilot.
IBS's latest dinosaur forecasts and exosuit technology were able to keep human casualties to zero. under the guidance of the next Jet AI, Leviathan. Meanwhile, Ibius continues to recruit candidates to become new exofighters, humanity's greatest hope.
That's gonna be a big boy. T-Rex. Okay. I mean, technically, I think they discovered that T-Rex had feathers, but Exoprimal. Okay. Looks interesting. Looks different.
Another exofighter recruit, right? Welcome to Ibius.
I bet you that's how the game starts. You're the new Exo Fighter. Okay.
Play returns with more announcements.
Yeah,
and
it gives you some
updates for your
Dino Crisis
favorite games.
vibes.
We just saw the debut of Exo Primal, a brand new IP from Capcom. It hits PS4 and PS5 next year. Next up, let's get some eye-popping updates for some fan favorites
Ghostwire
launching
Tokyo.
soon.
I like that little film background they did. That's kind of cool. Some camera angles are adjusted for trailer use. So this is in-engine gameplay, but they changed the camera angle.
一体何を見ているって言うんだ。黄泉の国はまだ先だ。なんだか盛り上がってきたな。
I like the music. Sick beat.
こんなことが許されるはず。あいつを止めない限り終わらない。
Oh, that didn't go as planned.
死んだのか。体をよこせ。妹は助け
Give me your body, I'll save your sister. Jeez. A little dark. Yeah, Ghostwire Tokyo's always looked pretty good. Harness your power. Face the
で、来るんだろ一緒に。
Okay. Looking good. Looking good. It's a good game coming out this month. Monster Hunter? Stranger of Paradise. Final Fantasy Origins. Okay. Okay. New demo today. That's not today. That said March.
Visit
March.
PlayStation
anyways.
Store to download a
Okay.
new demo,
Demo
for
today.
Stranger of Paradise, Final
Okay.
Fantasy Origin. Now, let's jump into the world of Forspoken.
Hey,
Some
there's
all-new
some
gameplay.
Forspoken. New gameplay. Here we go. Come on, Forspoken, baby. Keep looking as good as you've always looked.
It is quite beautiful.
Yeah, and everything
Square
here wants
Enix
to kill
is
you,
loving
kind of
Sony.
way.
Dude, this battle looks sick. Yeah. Dude, people are gonna die a lot in this game.
finish this.
Pretty sick trailer. It's a pretty sick trailer. October 11th. Pre-order now. It's gonna be on PC too. Well, yeah.
That was a new
Nice.
look at the sprawling PS5 adventure Forspoken from Luminous Productions. Let's check out some 6v6 action in Gundam Evolution, a
Gundam
fast-paced multiplayer shooter
Evolution.
coming to PS4 and PS5 later this year.
Gundam Evolution. 3 competitive game modes. Point capture. Domination. Let me guess, capture the flag. Oh, destruction. Headshot. It's kind of like, looks like, sort of like Halo. Sort of. Except with Gundams. No, this is Gundam Evolution or something. Yeah. Gundam Evolution. Halo times Overwatch, sort of, yeah. Yes! Oh wait, no. Okay, wait, no, this still might be good. Oh, the Game Boy one! Oh yeah, baby! Let's go! Dude, I played all these games. My childhood. This is my childhood, baby. I swear this better come to Switch too. I know it's getting announced here. This better be coming to Switch. There's no reason this can't be on Switch. All these games were originally on Nintendo. Arcades as well, of course. Yup. Look at that. See, they even have SNES cartridges. Come on. Or boxes. Come in 2022. Oh, come on. You better tell me that's coming to Switch too. That better come to Switch too. Come on. Alright. It is cool though, that collection's coming out. Turtles in Time was probably my favorite of all of them, but alright, so Godzilla-like action. Giga Bash!
Kaiju Brawler Giga Bash comes to PS4 and PS5 later this
Kaiju
year.
Brawler! Giga Bash.
Next, a fan favorite fighting game makes a beautiful and bizarre return.
Fan favorite, huh? Street Fighter? Street Fighter 6? Fan favorite, though. PlayStation All-Stars 2? Alright. See, I'm not big into fighting games, but I don't know what franchise this is, so. What franchise is this, guys? I don't know. It's JoJo? I don't know anything about this. I don't watch anime anymore either, so. Some of you guys are probably freaking out. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure All-Star Battle. R. Cool. Yeah, I don't know anything about this anime or 50 characters. That's a lot. That's a lot of playable characters. Nice. Well, I'm happy for people that are into that. It's good.
Our next two games
Not my
will
kind
take
of
you
game,
beyond
but-
life and death.
Beyond Life and Death. So many people are hyped right now. I bet. Dude, I know anime's massive, and that must be a really popular one.
お前がこうしておるうちに我が君はすでにお前の村に入っておる
This looks interesting.
お前がしたものと
I like they went black and white. Does this stay black and white this whole time?
でき
I like the black and white. Sort of an artistic choice. This looks really interesting. Tokyo Kiyomi? I don't know, are these like famous voice actors or something? Or actors in general in Japan? I feel like for them to feature them in the trailer, they must be famous back in Japan. Or China. Or wherever this game's made. I know, I get so confused. It's the other side of the world.
Trapped
Japanese.
in an endless cycle. Fighting.
Returnal.
Dying. Returning.
DLC? DLC for Returnal?
Always the same, yet always changing. Astra, I'm not alone.
Yeah, it's gotta be DLC for Returnal. Co-op. PlayStation Plus membership. Required for online play. The online
Now
co-op.
I stand before the endless tower. I climb as Sisyphus did, pushing the boulder upward. No matter how high I climb, the challenge begins again. But I fight on, through the infinite. Seeking answers. Seeking ascension. My release is within this tower. And I
Well, we got
will find it.
probably at least one more game shown after this. There's gotta be at least one more. It's a 20 minute, so we got 3 minutes left. There's gotta be at least one more game. So, Returnal Ascension. So I'm assuming that's DLC. March 22nd.
Housemarque is bringing campaign co-op and a mysterious new survival mode to Returnal Ascension.
Is that
A
free?
update hitting this
Nice! I like free updates like that.
It's
It's cool.
almost time to sign off, but before we do, let's get a first look at 2 brand new games coming from Square Enix.
Man, Square is really pumping it out for Sony. I'm not surprised.
Is this really what you want?
And you are certain that what we are doing is best for the people of the kingdom?
Yes. I suppose it would, in a sense. True. Yes. It made me wonder. Am I still that same person?
Final Fantasy 16?
The era of myths gives way to an era of great turmoil. The continent was ravaged by the devastating war between the Empire and the
Yeah, right?
Alliance.
Octopath was
However,
the initial vibes I got.
one nation remained unaffected by the chaos. The Kingdom of Alatane. Ward of the August.
I mean, this feels like an
Have its
Octopath.
soil stained with the blood of battle.
We've finally been called up.
We're up against the Empire's main army.
We are to eradicate every last Imperial who comes ashore. Keep focused.
Oh, no. No. Okay.
And now you will die.
Do you really have such a yearning for war?
It's more like
comprehend
tactical strategy, Fire Emblem type game.
So then, what shall we do now?
We're going to retake it.
This is our chance while they're all assembled. We should send our best and crush them.
That's right. All the more reason to avoid bloodshed. It also likely means that
This looks really good.
I suppose it is the only way for us to survive.
It's a new IP. It is. The Diofield Chronicle. New IP. That look good. That look good. So it's a new IP. Nice. It's gotta be Final Fantasy 16, right? They gotta end it with that. End it with the big boy. Might as well just call this a Square Enix Direct. With a lot of Square Enix games. No, okay, it's not Final Fantasy.
If the will to fight still lingers within you,
Is this another
then accept my offer
new IP?
and join me.
So I got a question, and this happens in a lot of games. So the whole running animation with the arms behind you running forward,
Valkyrie.
is that like a thing people actually do? Like,
Ragnarok tears our
I've never
world
ran that way in
asunder.
my entire life, and yet we see it in a lot of these Japanese RPG type games.
Lies on the brink of annihilation.
And it just feels so unnatural to me. Is this like something that people actually do? And I'm just completely unaware of it? Because every time I see that running animation, it's like, just doesn't feel realistic, you know? I mean, by the way, games don't have to be realistic, of course. That's ninja stuff. But I don't even think ninjas ran like that. I'm just being completely honest. Like, real life ninjas don't run like that. I'm sorry. That's just not.
Your efforts to remain undetected
Just not what they do.
are lacking.
The
Reveal
Naruto,
yourself.
is it did it originate with Naruto, that running style?
Who are you?
Who are you?
That's all for today. We'll see you soon with another State of Play.
All right. I think that's it. Let it run for a moment here. I don't think there's anything else. Okay. All right. So some thoughts here. One, it was basically a Square Enix. It's basically a Square Enix Direct. Which is fine. I mean, Capcom was in there as well. Definitely, obviously, the whole Japanese focus. It was definitely Japanese publishers. It's good. I don't think there was a game that looked bad. Obviously, as a Nintendo guy, I don't get as excited for some of this stuff. Forspoken is one that I actually am legit excited for, but it felt safe. Does that make sense? I don't know how people who are big into PlayStation are feeling right now, but I don't it's just kind of felt like a safe a safe state of play. A lot of really, really solid games showed off. Some games that maybe some people wanted. I've seen even in our own chat, people really excited over the JoJo Fighter. So that's really cool. For me personally, it was just all right. It was just all right. But I'm not big into Sony. So I don't think it's fair to look at my opinions here and go, oh yeah, that's representative of what this state of play really was. I thought it looked good. One of my favorite announcements was obviously the Ninja Turtles collection. That Ninja Turtles collection is baller. It's like all the best Ninja Turtle games smashed together in one collection. Love it. I hope it comes to Switch. If it doesn't come to Switch, oh well, I guess I'll be playing it on PlayStation later this year. And I'm totally fine with that if that's the only way I have to play. But I thought it was a solid show. If I had to give this like a rating, you can go out of 10. Let's just give it a grade. I would give this show a solid B. I think this was a B state of play. Nothing like that blew my socks off and really shocked me. But there was new IP reveals, including some IP people really wanted. Square Enix obviously really, really brought the heat. And overall, I think it ended up turning out pretty good. I don't have any real solid complaints. I just didn't get that, that moment that knocks me back. That moment we wait for with Nintendo Directs, right? The Breath of the Wild 2 reveal or trailer. The Splatoon 3 reveal. Kirby, open world, just hitting me out of nowhere. Now, granted, there's a long-standing history with a lot of those IPs. But there just wasn't that big, like, super big wow moment. Like, the Turtles collection, I'm so happy. Like, Rick Rubicon, thank you so much for the $2. $2 says, Turtles, baby, just bought Selena home today. Like, it's really cool that we're getting that Turtles collection, but it wasn't like, oh my god, I'm taken aback. This is such an impossible collection. Like, no, it just makes sense. This collection should have existed a long time ago. So I'm really happy about it. It's a good announcement. And for my purposes, it's probably my favorite announcement. Obviously, I did enjoy the Forspoken gameplay. But what are your guys' thoughts on this? What are your guys' thoughts? Let's get some thoughts from the chat. I've seen people going from a 10 out of 10. I've seen people giving it an F. Daniel Kaz with a D. Man. So, I'll explain why I gave it a B. My thing is, I came into it with no expectations. And I don't think anything they showed was bad. Like sometimes you'll go into like a Nintendo Direct and they'll show a couple of games and you're kind of like, man, that doesn't look that great. That's not it, Chief. I don't think any of these games look bad. I thought all of them looked good, and I could see myself enjoying most of them if I played them. So that's why I thought it was solid. But there just wasn't that blow my socks off. Like, this isn't a B+. This isn't an A- or an A or an A+. This was a solid B to me. You can argue C+, but I'm giving it a B. I thought the games looked really, really good. There just wasn't that wow moment. I was waiting for the jaw drop moment. And I think, to be fair, as someone who bought a PlayStation 5 last year, and as someone who's trying to get into Sony stuff, I think there's a lot of us waiting for that jaw-dropping moment. The moment that says, this is why we bought a PlayStation 5. And still didn't get it. Now, yeah, Horizon Forbidden West looks amazing on PlayStation 5. It also looks amazing on PlayStation 4. So, everyone's kind of waiting for the justification for all of the scalping and everything else happening with PS5. And I think we're still going to wait. And I think we're probably not going to get that justification until 2023, where we're finally going to get an actual PS5 exclusive game that isn't possible without being on that level of technology. But we still haven't had that wow moment yet for me. E minus, F. B. Some people gave it a B. Some gave it a C+. Some said it was boring. I mean, to each their own. Obviously we're a Nintendo channel, so a lot of people watching us are going to be interested in the Nintendo aspect. And for us, probably the Turtles thing is maybe the most exciting because I would say there's a potential that collection comes to Switch. They're obviously not going to talk about that on a state of play. Oh yeah, it only said PlayStation. Oh, of course it did. We're at state of play. They're not going to advertise all the platforms. I'm interested in explanations behind the hate of this presentation. So here's what I'll say, Vicarious, and I'm not saying this as someone who hates it because I didn't hate it. People grade based on personal interest. So if there was nothing shown in this state of play that interests the person and interests them to a very high level, they're probably going to give it a poor grade. Because a lot of people, when they look at State of Plays, look at Nintendo Directs, whatever the Xbox version is, I forget the name of it off the top of my head, they're just worried about what they like. They're not worried about if the game looks good for those that would enjoy, like the JoJo fighting game. I thought that looked really good, and there's going to be a lot of people that enjoy it. Not my kind of game, but I'm not going to dock the presentation because it's showing a game I'm not interested in. But I come from a different perspective where I'm someone who's talking about gaming news, reacting to this stuff, seeing these games all the time. I see everything, hear everything, watch everything. No, not everything, but I know a lot. And because of that, my perspective is always, okay, when you're looking at a show on the whole, did it do a good job with what it showed? And then obviously there's the whole, did it give enough variety? Now you can argue maybe there wasn't enough variety. There was so many Square Enix games that are all RPG-like type of games. And then obviously you had, a fighting game thrown in and stuff like that. And that one indie game I thought looked really good, and the Turtle stuff. But was the variety enough, or was every big hitter a very samey feeling experience? And you could argue that maybe that's some of the takeaway from this for negative. But people are always going to look at their personal desires, and, once I get my new PlayStation 5 this year, is there anything I'm going to personally buy from this batch? Well, Forspoken, absolutely. And then we'll see. That's the thing. We'll see. I'm not sure if there's anything else shown today besides that I plan to buy. You slacking. Where are the shots at, bro? I don't do shots during my day streams, guys. Nikki Boombots. Just so people are aware, I am not a day drinker. I don't do shots typically during my day streams. I also don't do shots usually during the podcast. Every now and then, if there happens to be an abnormally large super chat during the podcast, I will do a shot for it. Like, I'll keep a bottle nearby just on the off chance we get some crazy super chat. But yeah. You see here. Maybe a B, but they have had better. Also didn't expect anything big. No Mlb the Show gameplay. Is Mlb the Show out yet? I don't even know if it's out yet. I really should look at the release date of that. I don't think it's out yet. Figure I would know since it's coming to Switch, but off the top of my head, I don't remember the release date. Stranger Paradise is not a Final Fantasy game in your opinion. Okay. Yeah, that one looked weird. I would have never guessed Final Fantasy when they were showing the gameplay for that. I was like, wait a second. That's a Final Fantasy game? It didn't feel very Final Fantasy-like, but someone do a crazy super chat. I'm not calling out for someone to do a crazy super chat, by the way. I'm just saying that I don't do drinks or shots typically during the day or during the podcast. By the way, we do have a podcast tonight. I hope to see you guys all there. The podcast is scheduled for 3.5 hours from now. It's going to feature Player Essence. You guys might know him. Maybe you don't. If you don't, he covers a lot of Nintendo stuff, RPG stuff. Speaking of RPGs, we'll be talking Triangle Strategy. We'll be talking about Nintendo delaying Advance Wars and a couple other things, and maybe some fan topics if there happens to be some time to get to those tonight. So that should be a lot of fun on that podcast. It's been a long time since he's been on the show. Also might pick up Pokemon Gen 9 in November. Nice. All right. Well, we're going to call that a stream then. I got to go and finish getting my prep work done for the podcast, get dinner made for the children, all that stuff. Got to go be a dad, go do my dad thing, go do my stuff, maybe get an hour or so in on Triangle Strategy. And yeah, I'll catch you guys. Literally, I will catch you guys here in about 3.5 hours. All right? Peace out, everybody. Maybe. Where's my end stream button? There.